what heroes do you think Team Griffin should go for right now as a ban?
Ling.
From the heroes plate. So our first priority.
Oh, Selena!
Selena ban.
To be expected. I mean, it was so problematic against them. It was just respect the Selena. You don't want to face it because it was hitting almost every arrow.
Yep, that's what we were just talking. I mean, in the thing. We are just talking in the lobby. Like they should really go for a Selena ban. And then so the second ban coming from Infamous Sports, that's like Esmeralda ban. Let's see what Team Griffin will go for the second ban. I think they should really go for a Ling ban.
I think so too.
Both of us were just rooting for Ling ban. Okay, that's a Popol and that's a Popol and Koopa ban. I think that is also a very good ban.
Yeah, I feel like someone really is good when it comes to the Popol and Koopa coming from the side of Infamous. So maybe that is the reason why they're forcing out a ban on that champion here.
Right. Okay, that's another Harry ban. I think it's like both sides of the respect ban. Okay, the first pick from Griffin Sports, that's
Akaya. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Confident.
Okay, are we going to see okay, that's a Link pick from
Yes, I'm so excited. Hopefully it's a good showing of a Ling.
So
because there is a counter there. There's a Kaya already locked in from the side of Griffin here. So even though the Tempest of Blades is gonna be attacked by Bleed here, is gonna be pulled out possibly by the Kaya, but at the same time, there's an option to go here for the Claude. There's also a Valerie here. There's a Tamus. There's a Kufra. A lot of things that Griffin can go for, but it seems like they're gonna go for the Hellgrid here because it worked so well last time.
So I think Miraka really wants to show everybody I'll show you how India number one Hellgrid gameplays are. So that's a Hellgrid as well as Joe had picked from the side of Team Griffin. And then from the side of Team Infamous Sports, we have Uranus, Ling, and then Tamus. I think they should really go for Tamus because he's a very good hero in this meta. What do you think about Tamus?
I mean, Tamus, even though he's nerfed a little bit with his ultimate, and I'm not so sure what else is nerfed on him, he's still relatively good as a fighter. It's just the nerf on the Vengeance kind of like something that made Tamus not as prioritized anymore. But at the same time, he's still a really, really good fighter. He's able to put a lot of pressure at the start of the game, still able to probably 1v2, not 1v3 anymore, but it's still good. It's still okay.
So what do you think the third ban will be from Infamous?
Tank, Kufra, Akai.
Let's see.
Oh, X-Borg instead. Very far off. So for this time, maybe they're going to be banning out the Kimmy, but it seems like they're going to go ban the Valier.
That's a Valier ban.
Understandable because the Valier was problematic against them last time. It was push backing a lot of the heroes. But, Infamous going with the Angela and the Ling combo wombo here. Oh, Dicky.
Like, personally, I would prefer an Angela pick. What do you think?
Yeah, I would prefer an Angela also, to be honest.
Angela.
Okay, there goes the Angela pick.
Your team is picking.
So, now we have the fourth and the fifth from Team Griffin, and let's see what are they going to opt.
Lunox is actually a good hero against Ling. Because Lunox just presses the button and all the damage is gonna go for the Ling, no matter whether it's flying or not. But the Akai, you're gonna be stealing the pick of Infamous here. They don't want to give the PYZ the Akai because it was so problematic last time.
Akai, your team is picking.
So we have the Lunox and Akai pick. So what do you think the last pick of Team Infamous Esports should be, or like would be?
I think it should be a Kufra. If they don't want a Kufra, it can be even a Grog. I really think it's gonna be a Kufra because it counters out the Lunox really, really well. It can target out the Kufra in the backline, but I think it is also okay. It counters the Akai's Hurricane Dance so well. So Griffin or Infamous here, Venus? Which one do you think? Do you like better?
I think I'll still. I think I'll go for Infamous again personally because it was Ling and then Angela's combo. I'm like looking forward to see that. And then, do you think Angela will go for solo laner again, like how people have been recently?
Yeah, there's a possibility that Angela is going to be played here as a solo laner, just like what you said, because she is able to fight the fighters such as the Jawhead, even the Kaya 1v1, because she's just going to be kiting them, because every time she uses that first skill, there's a slow on it. She gets heals also. She has very, very good sustain by herself at the start of the game. So maybe it's going to be a solo lane Angela. Or maybe it's going to be a mid lane Angela, who knows?
Yeah, we never know because the top players, they have every time they play, they have a new draft and the rotation changes. Let's see. So
new rotations.
Griffin versus Infamous.
Let us know who do you support in the chat. Type #Griffin if you're for Griffin and type #Infamous if you're for the side here of Infamous. But I'm kind of liking YouTube Blink plays now, to be honest. Kind of feeling the fandom of him.
Hi.
Welcome to
Very
Mobile
good
Legends.
player. I think for the mainly in
5 seconds till the
Is he like famous in India? The Blink plays?
All
Sorry?
troops deployed.
Is he famous in India?
Yeah, I think recently just last season back, I think he's getting famous.
I see. But as you can see here, PYZ playing a little bit on the aggressive side because he does know that he has the Angela to support him if he ever gets in the sticky situation. At the same time, Diggy and the Ling securing the purple buff here without any problems. Oh, they want to fight here. But maybe this is... Oh, almost stolen.
That was very close. So we see Ling is going to go for fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be funneled here because there's really no one else apart from him that needs to take the red buff and the purple buff here. But at the same time, you can see the gold advantage is in favor of Griffin here because they do manage to secure a little bit more when it comes to the minion waves, because nowadays minion waves give more gold. It's not the jungle anymore. The top lane here,
Very true.
they're just punching one another. They're saying, "Hi, bro."
Yep.
Poosh. Yo, bro.
Uranus, Uranus is playing both he's both a tank as well as the.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry. Okay, that's the first blood coming from Lunox. And then Habus goes down. Let's see how,
That was such an amazing gank there coming from the Lunox. She realizes that she turned level 4 immediately. She uses the Chaos Assault to deal damage. See, this is why Lunox is good against the Ling. She just pew presses the button, and your Ling gets damage. Oh, what is Kaya doing there?
Okay, here comes the Templars of Blade, but then no. Ling doesn't connect it with anyone because Lunox used her
No, it's very interesting there. Because I feel like the side there of Griffin could have engaged a little bit more, could have played a little bit more aggressive when it comes to the Akai, because he does have the stun if he managed to hit, but he's now level 4. They're going to be looking to secure this purple buff that's going to be respawning on this top bottom lane side. But instead, they're eyeing out PYZ.
Okay, so, yep. So let's see, I think, Team Griffin will be able to
Turtle
take
resurrecting
the
soon.
purple buff. And then Ling is out of buff.
Yeah, I feel like Infamous is doing a little bit of a mistake here, because I feel like they should have ganked the shot a lot more times. But at the same time, Lunox doesn't have any more light ult. The Ling is going to be forcing him down, but at the same time, he managed to get out the Kaya and the backline. No buff for him though.
Look at this hurricane that's coming from Akai. He was just like pushing Ling away towards Johan.
Well, because what they do, the moment that the Ling ults, right? They just...
Okay.
The Akai will just ult the Ling, push him out of those Tempest of Blades, and he cannot do his combo wombo anymore. Oh, Lunox is gonna be pew-pewing now.
Okay, no.
Diggy!
So, and
Killing spree.
Diggy goes down. He went there to help Angela and Ling to get the buff, but then he went down.
Diggy just stood there.
I think
was it a lag?
Lunox is a... I'm not very sure what happened. Must be some connection issue back there. But then, I think Lunox is a very good pick in this match, right? Like, I mean, many of the people don't use Lunox these days because she's not, like, much, she doesn't have much and all the stuff. But then, in this particular match, I think, Lunox is a very good pick and then she's feeling a lot of damage.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Angela here, a little bit in trouble, but at the same time, they know that Ling doesn't have any buff here. So this is the perfect opportunity for the side here of Griffin to, to take advantage of the setting, because Ling cannot attack really, but at the same time, Neville in the top lane trying to secure the top lane tier 1.
And then the first turtle is up for taking, and then Team Griffin is going for it. So I think Team Griffin, without any problem, they'll be able. Okay, there comes the Tempest of Blade coming from Ling, but then it doesn't really connect with anyone. And then is Kaya going down here because their turret died? Will Kaya go down? Okay, no.
No, it's gonna be surviving.
They go back. Yeah.
But what I realize now is that I feel like the side here of Griffin is focused more on stealing the buff instead of securing the objective, because they could have gotten this mid lane turret already if they really wanted to, and now they're not even gonna be able to do that. Because look at here in the top lane, they're gonna be losing the top lane tier 1 also.
Initiate retreat.
But I think that was a very good choice. I mean, coming from Team Griffin, because Ling without buff is like,
useless.
You can't really do much without the buff. So I think that was a very good decision that Team Griffin did.
What's interesting for me to see here actually is how can Infamous be ahead when it comes to turret pushing? Because Griffin is the one that is doing a lot of the attacks. Maybe the main reason why they're not really able to push is whenever they kill someone, they're not focusing on the objectives instead. Who knows?
Yep.
Because that's the only reason that I can think of. Oh, wow.
Okay, Uranus and Diggy trying to take down C7, but I'm not very sure if they'll be able to take.
Nah, they cannot, unfortunately. So it seems like Griffin is gonna go for this mid lane turret here. No one is gonna be here, so it's gonna be a free turret this time. They even used the Miraka Dark Knight Pulse to secure it. So finally, they are able to secure one turret this time.
Yep, that's the first turret from the side of Team Griffin. And then
look at that Lunox. She's just ulted the Uranus without any problems.
Yeah, and then from the side of Team Infamous, I think they're going to push for the first tier 1 of the mid lane turret. And do you think? I think they're not able to take it down. Anyway, I think this Ling should really protect. Team Infamous should really focus on giving Ling the buff right now.
He cannot because every single time
he's having.
Oh, finally, this is gonna be his first buff in a while. But the cavalry is here. Look, they're gonna be looking for it.
they're still coming for the buff.
Yeah. Oh, it was stolen by the Kaya. He's mad. Lee is mad. He's gonna be falling down.
That's a lot of damage coming from Hellcurt.
Hellcurt?
From Hellcurt, yes.
I feel like they're not really happy on that one because the Ling hasn't had any buff for a long time here.
Yep. So right now we're in the 8th minute of the match, and then we're seeing like 1k goal difference, just 1k. But then Lunox has already taken the first and the second turtle buff.
Wow.
Let's see, now Griffin is starting to like push on the bot lane, to pressure the bot lane. Let's see. Camus, PYZ barely escapes.
See, look at the top lane. The Jawhead almost dying there again. It's so impressive to see how even though Infamous, you can tell that they're struggling, that they are behind when it comes to killing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to maintaining the gold to not be too far, they're really doing that really well.
Yeah. Because by now, if it was anyone else, Helgert takes down.
Mega kill.
Oh, but that might be the nail in the coffin right there, because that is the first time the Uranus joined a team fight and they struggled.
Lord resurrecting soon.
For now, I think we can see that Infamous is in a pretty bad. So Miracle gets his Blade of Despair now, and I think he's going to deal a lot of damage.
He has to run away.
He's trying to take down Jawhead, and then I'm not very sure if Ling manages.
He's gonna survive here. Oh, because the Lunox thought twice. She run away.
Okay, no,
Oh my God.
she's still there. Team Griffin is playing very aggressive right now. And
Because they know they have the damage. Look at that. They're just diving the Diggy and the Angela in the turret, man.
That's unstoppable coming from. And then Helgert, Helgert takes the buff as well as he managed to take down things. Okay, Uranus takes out Helgert as soon as he got the buff. And I think, Infamous right now, looking at it, they should try and contest for the blue buff as well. But then the Nox got it.
I just feel like maybe the Ling is looking for too much of the buff, because to be honest, he could just go in the middle lane here instead and just attack this turret so they can secure it. Because this turret is 50 HP. This will give them some time to farm a little bit more and make sure that the game comes to late game. But at the same time, the Lunox 602 Venus.
Yep.
She's just pew-pewing her way to victory.
Yep. She's getting 3 farms and then, getting all the kills, and then she's dealing a lot of damage. And I think Lunox is going to be a problem, unless Ling takes down. Ling takes down.
Who's gonna get the Lord? It's gonna be the Helgert!
Helgert takes down the Lord. So that's the first Lord. And then Jawhead manages to take down Uranus as well. So I think, what do you think, Team Infamous would be able to defend this first league?
It's gonna be really, really hard. Because if you look at their composition, they don't really have those mages that have good wave clear. Like the Farsa, the Changu. The Ling is short range, so he's gonna be poked a little bit by the side here of the Lunox. So it's gonna be a really, really hard defense for them. Because the only thing that they have is the stars of the Diggy.
And then, personally, I think, Ling is the main carry in this team, in this match, for the side of Infamous. And then early game, he's not being farmed properly. So I think it's going to be a little hard in the late game because he's going to be the main dealer, yet he's not getting much farmed. And then look at Jawhead. He's doing ganks, but I don't think he'll be able to, manage to get out of it.
It was a good try coming from the side here of Infamous. I mean, they wanted to get some kills that they can get, but it might cost them an inhibitor turret here in the middle lane. Oh, no. Not today, they said. That was a little bit questionable coming from the side here of Griffin. I feel like they could have gotten that turret there, but at the same time, they are just playing it a little scattered, I guess. So, that was an okay defense coming from Infamous here. I did not expect them to defend this Lord as clean like this. But they managed to do so, so well done to them.
So it's here's a chance of an epic comeback. Ling, gets a farm. And because, we've all seen, Angela's combo with Ling is very open.
He is very strong. But at the same time, go on.
Yeah, the problem will be Lunox right now from the side of Team Griffin. because if like no matter how Link is farmed, I think Lunox is over farmed, right, compared to the rest.
Yeah, to be
Lunox
honest,
has like 9 kills, and then look at how Miraka took down Uranus. So I think Ling is waiting for Miraka right now. And I think this will be okay. I'm not ready. No, the Tempest of Blaze does not connect.
to be honest, I feel like the main reason why the Lunox is able to do a lot of damage is when you look at the items. Wow.
The flicker out coming from Kaya.
Like the main
That
reason
was
why
it,
the Lunox is doing a lot of damage is if you look at the items of the side here of Infamous, they don't really have a lot of magic resistance. The Angela doesn't have magic resist, the Diggy doesn't have magic resist, and maybe that is the reason why they're struggling this time.
Legendary.
Very. Because like right now like it's just necklace that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think like Uranus or Thamus and all, they should really go for a magic defense.
Because I feel like the supports are not dying from the Hellcurt, they're dying from the Lunox.
Yep. Lunox is already dealing a lot of damage.
10,000 gold, my gosh.
Yeah. I think they should really go for
Legendary.
Look at that, that's a legendary coming from Lunox. And then is she going to take down Ling as well?
No, very close. But it seems like this is gonna be a Griffin game this time, boys and girls. So Venus, what is the play that Infamous needs to do here? Because it seems like this game is falling out of their hands now.
Like what I said, like I think maybe Thamus and then Uranus really go for a magic defense. I mean, Thamus is going for the magic defense now, magic resistance.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think it's a little too late right now because Lunox is so farmed and then she's already dealing a lot of damage. And then, yeah.
Yikes! Look at that damage coming from that hero. Oh,
That's
next level insane.
So, I think this is a very good game coming from both the teams. So I think this is a Griffin's match.
Yeah, 100% gonna be Griffin's match. It's gonna be
and I'm
impossible
sorry.
for them to defend this Lord now. I mean, it's gonna be a miracle if they defended this Lord. I don't know how they're gonna be doing it. Maybe this is how they want to do it. But look at that. Yikes. There is just no coming back. If the Hellcurt is one-shotting a Uranus that is being played as a tanky hero, you know you mess up.
So let's see, like I'm very sorry to say, but I don't think Infamous will be able to, defend this Lord.
Almost impossible. See,
Okay, this is like GG gameplay coming from Team Infamous eSports and Griffin eSports. So Team Griffin eSports manages to win the second match. So this is a tie game. One on one. Yep. So we'll have the last. So anyway, what do you think? According to you, what was the mistake that Infamous is